everybody. Welcome. My name is Alvaro. I work on DevPrime engineering team, and I'm here today to speak a bit about how to customize DevPrime microservice. First of all, let's talk about DevPrime itself. It's a platform which accelerates software development, empowering people and accelerating time to market because it takes care about lots of details of technological details inside our applications. And here we are. Okay, so let's enlarge it. Should be better. Cheers. So what we're talking about here is about this purple highlighted zone. This is the big picture of our digital strategy scenario. And we're talking about the backend applications here, which contains the business logic and business intelligence of our companies. And we're speaking about applications that are cloud native. So they interact with many kinds of different technologies like API gateways or database stream technologies like Kafka, RabbitMQ, and many others. And they are consumed by different applications also. They call it front-end applications like web mobile, web applications, and other systems, third-party systems, and so on. So we got some APIs here, and they contains the business intelligence, and they interact with a lot of different technologies. So we're speaking about DevPrime, we're speaking about this purple highlighted zone. And now, allow me to show you a little bit more about DevPrime. First of all, I'm going to create a microservice here using DevPrime. But first, I'm going to introduce you the DevPrime CLI. The DevPrime CLI is a command line interface which helps us in our diary. It speeds up diary routines that we do in diary basis, like create microservice, for example. Here, I am creating a microservice. In this case, I'm creating a microservice for order, which represents my order I'm buying. So it's an e-commerce. And it will be placed on MongoDB database. And it will be emitting and receiving event through RabbitMQ. So here I'm doing create new microservice called order on MongoDB and RabbitMQ. And when I do that, what I'm actually doing is to create a engineering project for our application. Come to think that before you start a new application, you need to decide how many layers it will contain, how many different technologies it will support, and how we're going to organize it in layers, how many layers will be inside our applications, and how does they interact one each other. So there's a lot of decisions. All of these decisions got consequences, and usually we spend weeks in working on it in order to decide a better approach to create our engineering project. But here, what I'm doing is just creating a new production-ready microservice with a complete project of engineering, software engineering. It's here, and it supports MongoDB and RabbitMQ also. And it's here. It's on this folder order. Let's open up. In addition, let's run this application. Why am I running this application now? Because it's a production-ready microservice, so it's ready to run, basically. And inside our application, all of our new applications got the same structures, which means that if someone has working on a project using DevPrime, this one will be able to work to any other. So you can place your developers on different squads, and with them, they will be ready to work with DevPrime with no extra learning. In addition, all DevPrimes, I told you that all DevPrimes got the same structure. So all DevPrime applications got the same structure. So it's a standardized way of work. So we can keep your team working the same way from every project. And all these applications got separation of concerns in deep inside its design. By design, they are separate. They got separated concerns. We are speaking about architecture here, and we're speaking about hexagonal architecture. What is exactly a hexagonal architecture? In general, we're speaking about technology. It's separated from the business, which means that our business logic domain are decoupled from technology, and all technologies are here, are inside of here. And it's they got a unique and exclusive responsibility, like receive web requests. Okay, it's up to this project to do that. Uh, to communicate async with strings, it's up to this project to do that. Persistent load, retrieve states from database, NoSQL database, so it's responsibility of state adapter. Communicate with other APIs, it's responsibility of the service adapter. Integration with identity providers, security adapter. So we got an adapter for each one of technological aspects, which hence we got a decouple domain for all these technological aspects. So it keeps our code more maintainable, testable, and decouple for use. And we can work with different teams, and all the applications are organized the same way so people gain experience quickly. This is our application running at this very moment, and we are just running a production-ready microservices. So we got a brand new one microservice, and we got a structured log which shows us all the process that happen inside our applications. Like for example, just checking, just verifying this log, I saw that state are connected on MongoDB, string are speaking to RabbitMQ, and our web adapter exposed this ending point. So we can go to this ending point and out what we got inside this ending point here. We'll F5. And voila, we got a brand new microservice. Welcome to the DevPrime. Okay, go to the Open API. It also got Open API, which means that I can place it under the API gateway from my preference. So I can place it under any kind of API gateway because it's a production-ready microservice. I got everything I need to interact with different technologies. And all I need to do now is to place some business logic here. So I need to write some code in order to have business intelligence in my application. Okay, I'm going to write some code here in this box, but because it's a demo and I want to save some time from you, I'm gonna bring them ready from the marketplace. Just an accelerator for it's just for them, only for demo purpose. Okay. What we got here, we just skip some steps. I just wrote it. Okay, I just wrote these rules. These business rules are here, and we got an order. It's a class. It's a business class. And we got an item, which is another business class. All of them value objects and so on. And here I am based on DevPrime Stack Foundation. So all my business classes are based on DevPrime Stack Foundation, which means that my stack can interact with them easily. So I got some business rules and I got some business classes here. And now I need to do some implementations in order to enable, for example, persist my states, load my states from the database. I need to do some patterns. I need to write some code here that represents some patterns which are present in all industry. We need to do that on daily basis. We do that on our applications, and we follow the same patterns. We also need to expose our API in order to interact with through our other applications included. So, and there are lots of other implementation that we need to do, like dependence injection and tests and some mapping classes, and all these need to be done here. I can write my code by hand, just taking some classes from the stack and writing one by one. But in this case, I got a special tool that gonna help me to speed up this process. It's called DP init. So, oops. So this command will help me to analyze domain classes. So what it's doing now is analyzing my domain classes. So it's just analyzing what I got inside of here. So it's analyzing my domain classes, and based on these domain classes, this command will do some useful implementations here and up here and some internal layers in order to keep some patterns from industry. Let's take a look of it. I found one aggregate, it's called order, and it got an entity called item. So DP init just knows now what I got inside of my domain. And it did some implementations. I can show you some details here. Just an application. Okay, inside of states, I got some brand new folders like connections, repositories, and states. All the code is available for interact with. We can change, we can customize, and it's all about that. Okay, we are speaking about customizing applications. So we got all the code in our hands, so we can change it. Okay, so DevPrime accelerates useful steps that we need to do on daily basis, but it also gives us power to change things, to customize things. I'm showing you repositories here, but I got also some ending points that are exposed, and I can change all of that. There are also some internal layers. There are also tests and applications, dependence injections that lies here. All of that has been accelerated for us. So now it's time to customize it, okay? So first of all, let's run our application and show you what we got. It's important to notice that we got all process inside DevPrime mapped and traced and tracked by this log. It's a structured log. We're speaking about a structured log, indexed one. It's an indexed log, structured to help on root cause analysis if you got some problems in production. We need to go to that quickly, as soon as possible. So this log helps us to identify and track every process inside our microservice. And the better thing comes now. I don't need to do no extra effort to have it. And I have this behavior in all my DevPrime applications, because DevPrime applications got smart behaviors and standardized for all DevPrime applications. They got predictable and they got standardized behaviors. For example, let's just we just run the DevPrime init. So we got some endpoints exposed, as I show you. Okay, so I got my endpoints, and I want to verify them by clicking on the browser. Okay, we got endpoints. DP init did this step for us, so we don't need to do that every time we want to create a new API, because we got some tools to accelerate that on DevPrime. Now I'm going to make a web request, and I did a web request, and I got a successful response. And what we got inside of our microservice, I can show you a picture of it. I think it should be nice. We're speaking about order microservice here. It receives a web request on web adapter. So it processes inside business logic, saved states through the states adapter, and as a consequence, it emits an event through the stream adapter, which will be running on RabbitMQ. So this is the flow we are going to follow, and we can just track this flow through this log. We got the web adapter here. Here comes another web request. So cross inside layers. There's a state adapter, which is on MongoDB, saving our state, and a stream adapter emitting our event. So we got an out event here. So we got all the flow across our application tracked by instructor log, and I don't need to do no extra efforts to have it. It's up to DevPrime stack to give me these smart behaviors. But today it's time to customize. So I want to change some things here. Okay, we're buying some things and we're making an order. So we're inside an e-commerce, and I brought some very useful uh, hmm, proposal for you to customize some very common aspects in development, software development. For example, I got my aggregate root here. Okay, so it's on domain adapters, core domain. So I got my aggregate root here. It's order aggregate. So it's what I got. Okay, it's inside domain, and I want to place one more aggregate here. I want to place discount aggregate. So I'm going to place a discount aggregate, and all I need to do here is to type. Now we're going to write this code, okay? So dp add aggregate is as easy as it seems. And we got a new aggregate root called a discount. Here we got our discount aggregate. Okay, they are side by side order aggregate. So we got order aggregate and we got discount aggregate. So it's our discount aggregate. We need to place some fields inside of here. So validated. So our discount aggregate got three main properties: code, which it represents some kind of discount code. So you just place this code on your shopping, during your buying process, and you receive a discount of this percentage. In addition, it will be unavailable, so you can use it only once. So we got a discount aggregate here, and we are about to make a DP init here, okay? But before I go any further, I'm gonna run DP init. So DP init, as I show you, it will accelerate some steps of uh, implementations from state adapter and web adapter and so on. But these changes need to be made only in context of discount aggregate. So I don't need to change nothing I customize in order. So in order to show you that how does it work, I'm gonna place some codes, for example, in repository, in order repository, state repository, order repository. Don't delete it. Okay, I don't want to lost it. Okay, don't lost it. So I'm gonna run the DP init. So I'm gonna accelerate implementations, and I don't want to lose the code I already have. Okay, this is the reason why I'm placing this string here. So let's get back to our discount aggregate, which is here. Okay, so I got my discount aggregate, and I need to do some implementations in order to enable API, database, and so on for my discount. So what I'm going to do now is to create a DP init. It's a DP init, but in this case, I want to specify that I only want to touch, I would only want to affect discount aggregate. In addition, I want no string, which means that I don't want to emit an event after change states in my aggregate. So I can do that. I can add it. I can add it on in future. So I don't lost I'm not losing the ability to emit events. I'm not losing this. I still can emit events. What I'm doing here is telling that during the process of creating ending points, repositories, tests, and so on, I don't want to, in addition, create an event emission in the end of my state process. So I just don't want to have it. So this is the reason why I got no string. And I only want to affect my I only want to touch, I only want to affect my discount aggregate. So here comes the init. If you don't know yet DevPrime, I highly recommend you to download it, try to reproduce the steps I'm doing here, and if you send us feedback, it will be appreciated. Okay, we made some changes. And if you check my repository, oh, I don't lost my code. It's very, very, very important, people. So the question is why I didn't lost my code. It's because I specify where I want to act. So I only acting on discount aggregate. So I don't lost my code inside order or any other aggregates. So now I've got also an API for discount. So if we refresh our API, we got one more ending point here. It's an aggregate root called a discount. We are up and running. Okay, start running, and then we're gonna refresh it. Okay, it's up and running. And we refresh, and we got a discount. Okay, so in addition to our order microservice that we create first, in addition to our order ending point, in addition to our order ending point that we already have, I also add discount ending point. So I got a discount ending point here. I'm gonna place a discount for me. Just I got some code for discount. I need to add my discount. I don't have a discount. Okay. I'm gonna create a discount, okay? My discount code will be called Alvaro. The percentage is 20% and so it's available. So now I'm going to post. So everything went fine. And I can track all the process inside DevPrime API by checking this log. As we can see, it's a web request on discount API, and it go all across the internal layers and save its states on MongoDB. There is no stream event emitting here because I said I don't want to emit a string during the state changes. And I don't have it on my code. I can place it if I want it. For example, uh, every time I change a state here, I got a domain event. Let's show you how does it happen. For example, I'm inside order aggregate here, and when I add a new order, so when I got a new order, I got a domain event here. It's a concept from domain-driven design, okay? It's a domain event, which means that there's a business fact that happened, and I don't depend on no technology. I don't depend on technology here. I only got a fact. It's a business fact that tells me that something happened in my domain business logic. So these events, hence, we're speaking about internal events. They happen inside my application. They got nothing to do with the external events that touch different applications. We all these conversation, we're inside the same microservice. So we're inside the same microservice called order. It's an internal event, and this event happened in domain. So it's a domain event. These events will trigger to event handler. So there is a proper event handler here. And this event handler is to order created, which is our event. So we got our event. It's order created, it's our domain event. And we got the event handler in order to receive and handle order created. So inside order aggregate flow, we got state adapter, saving state here. And we got the stream adapter sending event here. But when we compares this reaction to the main event inside order aggregate with the discount created event handler, I got a different reaction inside discount create. Okay, so I just customized it. I don't want to emit an event, so we're missing some lines here. If you compare them, here is the discount event handler, and here is the order event handler. So we got this code that we don't have in the discount. So in when I create a new order, I emit an event because of this line. So I am sending an event. But when I am creating a discount, I don't send any event. Okay, so we start to customize. We create another aggregate, and we can keep going. Okay, for example, we got a total here in the we got a property called total here in the order API, but it don't make if for me, I don't want to have this property in this place because I can have it by multiplying amount by price. You know what I mean? And if I adding up all these items, I can get I can get the same total. I don't need to have this field here in my API. So I want to remove it. And if I want to remove it, what I need to do is to call my DevPrime command line interface and say dp remove web minus aggregate order minus p, and I want to say total. So I'm removing from the web adapter in the field total related to the order aggregate. So I'm going to remove it. Okay, we changed some. We're running again our microservice. Start running. And when we refresh our API, order API, where is the total? There is no more total. Okay, so I got no more extra field here. I just remove it, and I did that just using the DevPrime CLI. I just say I want to remove from my web API in the context of order aggregate. I want to remove the total property. Okay, we're running our microservice here. Let's make some more changes. Okay, let's now that we remove the field, the total field, we need to do the math. Okay, we need to calculate our total, and to do that I bring some code here in order to accelerate this. And then in the root aggregate, go to order aggregates, add, and I want to say that my total starts with 0, and I want to make a loop inside of here and get the subtotal. Subtotal, it's a business rule in item, so I have it. I'm just customizing. Uh, I'm just customizing my add method inside order aggregate. Next step, I think we can just test it. Okay, we're calculating. Okay, we're calculating our total field. So now we're calculating total field. So I am going to run again. Check the API. Okay, we got an API running. And let's make a web request on it. I got a very useful payload for that. In this case, we are buying. I'm Alvaro Maya, and this is my customer tax ID, and I am buying red shoes, two red shoes, okay, for the price of 20, 20 bucks, and I am buying one white T-shirt for the price of 30 bucks. If we do the math, we got 40, okay, and 30, so we got 70. That is it. Our total supposed to be 70. Just placing our, making a web request. Got success. And if we think, if we ask for the total, okay, I'm just consulting, I'm just querying my API, okay, I'm just retrieving information from my API, and I got the total. Where is this is my order, okay. We're speaking about that this is all my orders. I'm just listing my orders, okay? And this one is the order I just placed in my API, okay? I got red shoes, and I am buying also white t-shirt, and adding up, they cost 70 bucks. So it worked. So I just placed some code to calculate this field, and we're having a calculate total for our API. Let's now let's make things a little bit more interesting. We got a discount aggregate here, okay? So we can handle discounts, and I want to create a special method inside our discount repository. Let's show you where is it. We're adapters. We're in adapters, state, repositories, and discount. So we got discount here, and I'm going to create a new method. So all the code that has been generated by DevPrime init can be customized. I'm here, I want to change this. I want to take something very, very close to it. But at the same time, I got some different things by code. I want not to get by ID, but I want to get by code. So this is my discount code. My variable. I also wanted. So I got a code. What is the problem? Percentage. Let's go this way. Okay, it's not a git. Okay, it's a string. Sorry. Okay, so we got our method in the repository. It will help us to get discount by discount code. So if I place here, remember that we got we made a web request to create a discount. Where is it? Here, yeah, you got. Remember that we got a discount code. Okay, so we got a discount code. It's called Alvaro. So every time I put it, I got 20% discount. Okay. So we need to place this on the interface also. It's on application, interface, adapters, state, discount repository. So now we got it on an interface. And we also okay, we need to interact two aggregate roots. Okay, so we need to interact two aggregate roots. What are these aggregate roots? Discount and order. So if you want to interact them both, I got some business rules that are out of the context of discount, and it's also out of the context of order, because my business rules will affect, they are going to affect discount aggregate and order aggregate at the same time. So they both will be affected at the same time. This is the reason why I need a domain event. So I'm going to add a domain event. So dp add, oops, too many of these. Domain service. I need the domain service, folks. Sorry. So we're about to affect two different aggregates. discount, and order. And we need to do some business intelligence around them. So I'm going to use a domain service. A domain service that I can add here in DevPrime CLI, but just typing dp add domain service and its name, which will be promotion, for example. Okay, I just created a domain service called promotion. It's on the domain, of course, because we're speaking about domain service. And there's a special folder called domain service. I just need to click here and I got the domain service itself. Okay, it's a sample code. It's a scaffold in order to help us to accelerate steps of creation. And there is also an interface. I'm going to change a bit the promotion. I'm speaking about why I'm doing that. Okay, but first of all, let's promotion, and we're about to execute. Okay, execute's not a problem. What we're doing here? What we're doing here? We are changing states in order, and we are changing states in discount. This is the reason why I need to have some business logic around it. So I need decision. I'm taking a decision here based on the property inside the discount. So if the property is available, if property available is true, I take a decision, a business decision. So depends on what I got in discount, I will make the changes in order or not. So this is the reason why we got the domain service. And I need to put this on the interface also. So let's go to the interface. Okay. And we got also some methods here that we need to code. For example, the add method in the order aggregate need to receive the percentage. I'm going to do that, but just double percentage. And I need to make some math. So I make the total and then I apply my discount. So it depends on how many discount I have, less I will pay. And inside the discount aggregate, I need to do also some customizations. But this is the reason why we are here today. We are here to customize it. We're here to customize our applications. So let's go to the domain aggregate discount. Go here, click here, and we're creating a new method. It's called disable, which are going to just, this is me telling the discount. Actually, I'm telling to the discount aggregate that this discount code has been used. So I cannot use it twice. I only can use it once. So now I am disabling it and I am updating it. Updates occurs based on domain events. Same way, it's a part of the DevPrime technology, okay, architecture. Domain got no relation with technology, so it is seamless to domain, the technological aspect. Only thing domains knows that there is a domain event here that will trigger another steps inside the architecture. Okay, I need to also, I'm going to, okay, now I got my domain service. Okay, I have my code on my domain service. And if you go to the promotion, okay, I got my code on here. But I need to also prepare the external layer. I got an external layer around the domain. I got an application layer. And I need to expose access to my promotion domain service in my application service. If you are not used with the terms like domain service, domain event, or application service, these are domain-driven design concepts. So here is the entry point in our applications. So it's gonna orchestrate steps inside the business objects. So now we are we are inside our orders application service, and I need to change some codes in order to prepare better to call our discounts and order aggregate at the same time. Here, I'm calling only order aggregates, but I need to call them both. So I'm going to do that through my domain service. And I need to place some code. First of all, I need to place this code here. Okay, and I need to prepare some aspects here. For example, I'm using promotion. It's my uh, domain service. So I need to have a domain service available for me here. Let's place it. Of course, we got some reference. Promotion. And also promotion, receiving promotion. Okay. So what we got here, we're attaching all my domain objects to a context. This code executing inside a context. So every request, every stream event is executing inside a context, unspecified context. Here I'm telling that promotion, which is a domain service, order and discount, which are two aggregates, they are running inside the same pipeline. So they are executing inside the same context. I need to hydrate my discount aggregate from the discount code I got from, I'm about to receive a discount code here as a parameter. So I need to prepare my state to offer access to discount repository. In order to do that, let's just step backwards in the, we got a special access here in the context of pipeline execution, which is dp.state. I show you earlier that we got dp state when we are speaking about event handlers. So I already show you that we got this kind of construction. So it's DP state. So I'm speaking to the state adapter inside DevPrime, and I'm telling you to, okay, call the order repository and call the add method of order repository and pass this parameter to it. So what I'm doing is running my code in the context of my pipeline execution. So this is the reason why I place dp.state.order. So my order repository is available on state. So if I go here in state, oops, I'm going too deep. Okay, if I go to the state here, like for example, in our application service, I also got access to the order state. So I got the order state here, which represents an proxy. It's a hub. Okay, it's a hub to connect to the state adapter through dependence injections with no contamination. So we got the iOrder state here, and I got the iOrder state here. I want to place one more repository on it. So it's my hub. Okay, I'm gonna do some dependence injections in order to prepare it to have access with no leak of responsibility, with no contamination. So now I can also access the repository, the discount repository, and I am here. Okay, so it just found, okay, my repository. Now I need to create the discount code, okay, which is inside the command. So in order to do that, I need to place this field. Just follow this step. I've got a receipt. Discount code is on the application service order model. Okay. So in application layer, we got services order, application service order model. So we got some DTOs that are very useful for receive parameters and to travel between different layers with doing some mapping. and avoid contaminations, avoid leakings of responsibility. So these uh, these DTOs are doing the mapping process and they are traveling through the layers inside our architecture. And I want to place a brand new field. It's called a discount code, okay, which will be available for us in the API when we add the next, when we do the next shop, when we buy the next thing, okay? So place the discount property here. I also need to place a discount in my web adapter. Add into adapters, web, models, order. So here we got. I also want to place it here, public discount code, and also need to prepare mappings in order to keep this available for internal layers. If you haven't downloaded DevPrime yet, do that right now. Don't lose time. Okay, go to the devprime.io, download it, and try to reproduce the steps I'm doing here, and give us some feedbacks. Okay, I've just placed the extra field. It's called a discount code. I placed in two different layers. I got my promotion. I got the service. I think I also need to make some dependency injections. I think that, okay, we need to place it. Okay, we have it. So now our state hub got also discount state. So it discount get and set. And also repository. Discount repository. There's a discount. And I'm receiving. Okay. So our hubby now can connect to the both discount repository and order repository. Let's play some dependency injection. I think that's. Oh, I already have it. DevPrime did that for me. Okay, I already have it. DP init create that when actually DP add domain service did that for me. So I don't need to get worried about. And okay, so we made some customizations here. Okay, just let's review. Let's make a review. Okay, we adapt our repository to retrieve discounts by a discount code. We also made some customizations in the web API in order to receive. Where is it? Okay, in order to receive the discount code from the API. In addition, we place a domain service in order to make the cross aggregate decision based on the discount code and based on the order. And we reorganized our application service in order to connect these two aggregates to the promotion domain service. And here our discount code, we're using our state method. So everything connects together now. So we are retrieving a discount based on the discount code that we receive from the API. And we are using this discount aggregate that is being hydrated here. And the order aggregate, which comes from the parameters that we receive from the draft in the API. So the fields I fill up on the API will come here inside of the command variable. So I got my discount code and I got all the necessary fields to make my order, like items and quantity. Okay. Now this we're making some customizations, folks. So probably we broke some tests. We got some a basic test coverage here. So anytime you make some customizations that change parameters and stuff like that, it's okay. It's very probably we have some making tests. Okay, discount now. If you don't know DevPrime yet, if you haven't downloaded DevPrime yet, go to devprime.io and download it, follow the steps, and try to reproduce that on your home or office or anywhere. Just correcting tests. I don't want to. Build. Now we got our application up and running. Let's really run it. And let's make a new buy. I'm not Alvaro Valley anymore. In this case, I am choosing another name. Let's suppose that I'm call it not Bill. Nikola Tesla, for the owner of this incredible site. Okay, we're making the a buy. Let's change something. Red. Hmm, red belt. Green t-shirt. Just to make things different for us to when we want to track this order inside our database. Okay, in this case, I'm got an extra information. I am passing a discount code. So I am supposed to have a discount. And how much discount will I have? Well, I should have 20% of discounts. Okay, because I'm using the Alvaro code. Okay, so I'm using Alvaro code. This is the Alvaro code record. So Alvaro code gives me 20% of discount. So that's it. That's it. I am using the Alvaro code. So I am expected to receive a 20% discount. Let's get back to our API. Customize it also. Let's post. Oops, not discount. I'm not making it. I'm not adding a discount. I'm just adding a new order. So I am buying something. Here we are. I got a discount code called Alvaro. I'm Nikola Tesla. I'm buying a red belt, a green t-shirt. Let's make the math first, okay, in order to compare with the results and see if we are right or wrong. Now I am buying two red belts for 20 bucks, so it's 40 bucks, and one green t-shirt for 30 bucks. So we're speaking about 40 plus 30, we're speaking about 70. If we are running on a calculator, 70, I want to have a 20% discount. So it's the same to multiply to 0.8. Okay, this is how much I am about to pay. Okay, I am about to pay 56 bucks because I got a discount. Even though I my bill is 70 bucks, I only need to pay this because I got a discount. So let's make a web request. Okay, our microservices up and running. Okay, we got a success. Got a successful request. Everything went fine. We got the track here, and let's check it out inside our API to see if our discount has properly been calculated. So I am Nikola Tesla, and I am buying a red belt and green T-shirt, and oh, we got our math done right here, don't we? I pay only 56 bucks because I got a discount in my discount code. So I used the discount code. Let's check my order post. Because I sent the Alvaro discount code, I receive a discount for 20%. That's it. So today we had an opportunity to speak about customizing applications, customizing DevPrime applications. I am inviting you to download it, to reproduce this on your own, and give us some feedback in order to explore more and more possibilities. We got many other videos in this channel. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe it and like this video and follow us because we got many more content to be streaming. See you